What's up, everybody? Been a while since I've done a coffee break. I had some people asking me what happened to the coffee break, so I figured I'd start bringing her back. It wasn't getting the views that I wanted it to. Probably because I'm just not continuously doing it. Sometimes I have so much to do then that I don't have time to do the coffee break. And if you've noticed, I've been kind of lax on my videos too. My content coming out. I used to do Wednesday and Saturday and coffee break on Sunday, and right now I'm lucky if I can get do a video for Saturday. But I think that's going to change here. I finally got stuff kind of caught up. I'm still working on a mountain of music CDs, that massive lot that I bought. I took down probably, I think there was about 180 last week, and I just now started working on them again today. And I may only end up with like about 36, and I have probably 600-700 left to do. Most of them are going to be without the back art. Putting them in jewel cases. I have most of them. I have the front art, so at least you can display it, and they can, you can see it without having to go through them all. But there are going to be some that are just going to be in sleeves, paper sleeves, because if I don't have a cover art or a back art for one, it's just going to, there's no sense in putting it in a jewel case. I'm just going to put it in a paper sleeve. But there's just so much of that. Surprisingly how much good stuff is actually in it. There was very little country, and there was a lot of rock and roll, a lot of good rock, and there was some rap and a little bit of oldie stuff, and a lot of what do you want to call it? I think I have a few of them here. Like Now 17. 20 chart-topping hits. But this one doesn't say what year. Most of them have a year on them, like 2003 or whatever. But a lot of that stuff in there. But not a lot. But I would say probably 60-70% of it, maybe more, was good rock. I can only imagine what was in the other two lots that I run the one up to 200, but same thing. The guy didn't put the music back in the right cases. He had the cover art and the CD, but the back art was different. So you don't know. You could look at that and see it's all, by looking at the edge, all rock and roll, but then you could turn around and everyone you pull out is country or oldies. Which, oldies is okay. There's still people buying, some of the oldies and the rap. There's some rap in here, in that lot, but it's whatever you would see in a CD jukebox, which would be down in that area. I don't think there'd be a lot of country. I know there's not a lot of country up here. I have a hard time selling country albums, CDs, cassettes. Sell more country cassettes than anything. Yes, cassettes are still selling. And 8-tracks, they're kind of dead. They have to be the certain, good 8-track, something that somebody wants to listen to. The biggest thing is there's not very many good 8-track players left out there. I try and find the ones, I try and get ones that work. But, right at this moment, I'll take ones that don't work. There's nothing out there as far as 8-track players. And, most of that stuff, you know how 8-tracks were. They got wore out. The players got wore out pretty stinking quick. So if you have one that works, that's as good as gold. Monday I went to the auction. I bought some albums. I bought some movies. Country albums, of course. But the price was right, so I buy them, take them down, put them in the box. And once in a while, you sell a few of them. The movies, there was quite a few Blu-rays and a lot of kids movies, which people have been asking me for. And bought another stereo, bought another Fisher, have the receiver, dual cassette deck and equalizer, and the matching speakers for it. And there was a pair of Infinities speakers that they sent with it, which the Infinity speakers, the suspension's all rotted and gone. So that'll be an upcoming video. We're gonna rebuild the two subwoofers, the two woofers in those two cabinets, Infinity cabinets. It's really nice. But those the foam suspension on those ones, it just dry rotted and deteriorated, and there's just absolutely nothing left on the suspension. So I ordered suspension. We're gonna rebuild some speakers. So that'll be an upcoming video. Don't know when. I ordered the stuff. It'll probably be next week before that stuff comes in. Bought a VCR. The VCR actually worked. It'd been sitting, so it was a little sluggish at first, and we cleaned it up and I greased it. I did some video on it. It's a short video, so it may be out on a Wednesday. Did quite a few videos today. We sold an Xbox 360, my Dreamcast, and my PlayStation 2 Slim, the silver one we did. So today I took and we built a white one with a black stripe, with a skunk stripe on it. And that one turned out really nice, actually, except for it's got a black badge on it instead of the white badge. So it kind of makes it look. It's a Hopper original, we'll put it that way. I didn't get to a 360. I needed to start working on CDs again today. So that's what I've been doing this afternoon. This week had been shot. Had doctor's appointments Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I get one day, and then Friday I put everything in the computer that on orders. All the orders that came in, the stems, the radar, and stuff like that for the outdoor market. So normally I spend the day doing that, putting everything in the computer. In the morning I do a little bit, and then I start putting stuff in the computer, pricing everything, and then start loading the car for the weekend. And then in the evening, usually about 4 or 5 o'clock, I head over to the arcade and open the arcade for the evening. Arcade's been a little slow this year. I kind of figured it would be with everything being up. That people you have to decide whether you want to eat, or you want to play, or buy frivolous things. The outdoor market, we sell everything people need, except for the music, and the games, and all that stuff. I guess people need that, but so we're still doing really well. But everything else, everybody around the lake has been telling me that everything is down here at the lake because people are staying home. I think a little bit more this year. When you have to pay more for everything, it's kind of hard to justify putting gas in the car to come all the way up here to the lake. Most of the people around here are from around Pittsburgh, Cleveland, pretty far drives for a lot of people. So it's tough to justify coming up every weekend. They may come up every other weekend or once a month or whatever. The activity around the lake has just been down this year because of that. But we'll make it through. We'll keep everything moving along, and I have stuff to do to get ready to take over. I have another claw machine sitting over there. I finally ordered the board for it, the board set for it, and the wiring harness and all that. And we're just going to put a brand new board in it with a wiring harness and everything. That one, when I picked it up, had the old Benson board in it with the big honking relays on it, and there's components were broken off of it, and stuff like that. And I figured, that one was dead, and I wasn't going to mess with that old one. But it did come with a new one, newer, I should say, that they were trying to wire up. And they had the new harness on it, but it wasn't wired up to the gantry. And I found out why is because that new board set is 24 volt and our gantry is a 48 volt. So I ordered the aftermarket board for that for Big Choice, which that's what that is. It's a Benson Big Choice. So, and it has the relays and everything on it. That other board, that Taiwan board, it didn't have relays on it or nothing. So I kind of was figuring that, that's not going to work. But I did start getting everything kind of mapped out and figured out. And everything was just moving so slow. And I couldn't find anything on this board that came with it. It was a Taiwan board, but I think it was like a 2001 or something like that. It was, it was new, but it was old, So you look it up and there was absolutely nothing to be found with that board. So, which is no big deal. It'll just go in the board box, and maybe someday we'll get one in that runs 24 volt or whatever, and we can use that board, which I doubt, but I got it. So that video will be coming up as well. I ordered some stuff for it, some toys, some capsules. This one I think I'm going to put candy in some capsules and put that in there along with my rubber spiky balls and all kind of fun little stuff for the kids. The kids absolutely love claw machines. That one that I have over there by far is the top money maker in the arcade. And then usually it's either one of the lighthouses or Cruisin' USA. Pinball machines, the pinball machines do well, but you have some, it's a certain type of people that play pinball, and it's usually the older people that play the pinball. Kids, no, they want the Gravity Hill, the Lighthouse, claw machine. They love playing with that entertainer and getting gumballs out of it, you know. So I can see where a lot of that you need redemption machines, as many as you can get a hold of, to put in. So the people will bring their kids in, and the kids will want to stay and spend their parents' money. But, you know, that's here nor there. That's just something that you have to learn as you go along, you know, what your clientele around the area want to spend their money on. Mainly it looks like food. But yeah, it's been pretty hectic, busy around here. Especially when, you know, I have so much to do, and then everybody's got doctor's appointments. Not me. My girlfriend, my mom, so I'm constantly running them. Then every Monday, you know, got to go to Erie or do something, and it's like, no, I want to stay here and work. I got so much crap to do that I want to get done. But no, we got to take Monday, and then we go to the auction Monday evening, and then you get to start Tuesday. I get Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday we got doctor's appointments again. You know, it's never ending. It's like every week I get maybe 2 or 3 days worth of work, and I got to try and do 5 or 6 days worth of work in those 2 or 3 days. And a lot of times it just doesn't happen because you know, you get kind of run down. But enough complaining. But yeah, the arcade, you know, it's doing pretty good. Leaper's doing really well. The outdoor market, it always does well. It's down though this year too. Same thing, you know, people. I've had to raise prices because my prices were raised, so I have to raise prices down there. And, you know, you think you're making the same amount of money as you did last year, but actually you're not, because you're paying for stuff. You're paying more for the stuff. And you're selling it for a little bit more, but you're still making the same amount of money as you did last year from week to week. So you stop and think about, oh, well, you're still down, because if you raise your prices and you were making so much last year, then if you raise your prices, you should be making even more this year, selling the same amount of stuff. But nope, back it up. So it's different. You know, it still looks good. Oh yeah, we did the same as we did last year. No, we didn't. The numbers look the same, but money in hand after orders is not. You know, because I got orders every week. You know, Stens is every week, Rada is every week, and then we've been going through quite a few of our sheet cake pans, so you know, we're ordering sheet pans every other week. You know, and you think you're ordering more than what you need, and then the next thing you know, you get hit, and all weekend, you know, that's all you sell: sheet cake pan, sheet cake pan, sheet cake pan. And it's, damn, thought I had enough for a couple of weeks. No, got to order more. Got most of our big orders in. So it's just going to be a matter of small orders every week with our normal Rada and Stens. That's every week no matter what. But the rest of this stuff, yeah, we got enough of it down there now. After a couple big orders, now we can kind of kick back from ordering and putting a little bit more money away for the winter and for projects. Like I said, I ordered the board for that. I got suspension and glue and dust caps, all that crap coming for the speakers, and that'll be a fun little project to do. Got a lot of boards in on that auction with the CDs. Wasn't what I was hoping, but it's still almost all of it's all Redemption or MAKERPRO or some sort of gambling, but none of it's older stuff, so it's nothing that's worth a whole hill of beans. I got some touch tune jukebox parts in that. There a couple those touch tunes have a Bose sound system. Well, they have the Bose amplifier, power supply, and all that for that. But and then you have to run external speakers with those internet touch tunes, because they're just a small unit. You bolt it on the wall, and then you have to run speakers off of it. I'm not a big fan of them, but it saves from the operator running around and putting records or CDs in, changing them out, and all that. You just go in, collect the money, and move on. If they're even still operating much. Okay, I'm going to take a break, which I normally do in the middle of these, and I'll come back and then we'll finish up. Gonna probably be a shorty. It's always nice when your battery goes dead about mid-sentence. Yeah, I had to spend about 3 days down at the outdoor market tearing down tables and pegboard and all that, and putting in my game racks and moving a bunch of stuff around, which I like better anyway. It kind of opened up a little bit, and it doesn't look so much like a flea market. It's bad enough it's an outdoor market, flea market, whatever you want to call it. I call it an outdoor market because it sounds better than calling it a flea market. That's one step above a carny. So, the flea market, outdoor market, down there, like I said, I have a 40 by 40 building, and when you walk in, it looks more like a store and not just a building full of crap. Most of our stuff we have is new, except for all my stuff. The Stens is new, yeah, but the albums, the electronics, the cassettes, the movies, the games, the game systems, the CDs, all that stuff's all used, except for all my game accessories, the controllers, the memory cards, the cords, all that stuff I carry is new. But so when you walk in, and we have a regular POS that I use down there that everything is in the POS, so all I have to do is scan it, and it tells me, the price. You don't have to remember 10,000 prices of everything. And so I put it in there, you scan it, totals everything up. You still have to do change, though. It doesn't do change, so you still have to know how to count your change out, which makes it so much easier, because then you don't have to worry about prices of stuff, or putting stickers on everything. I got pegboard hooks down there that have the tag right in the front, telling you the price of it. You bring it up and I scan it. So, and that's all set up, sitting right there as soon as you come in the door. You know, I should take you down, I know, and show you what's been going on down there as well, as to what I've done. And I should take you over to the arcade and show you what I'm doing over there too, and show you what's going on there, and you know what I'm doing, and my thoughts, and whatever. But it's just get stuff ready, take down and sell, order stuff, go to the auction, buy crap, come home, fix stuff, get it ready to go, load the car, go down. You know, it's 7 days a week. Even when on Mondays when we go up to Erie and stuff like that, when we get down home, it doesn't matter what time it is, I come out here and get something done. You know, at least make it feel like I'm doing something, you know, getting something accomplished. Because the garage just keeps getting fuller. I keep fixing stuff and taking it out, and more stuff comes in than what's going out. So I just have little walkways around here now where you can kind of get through without, well, you might kill yourself. So, but I gotta take some stuff out of here over, and I'm finally ready over at the arcade to start taking some stuff out of here that's ready and getting it set up over there. And probably bring back one or two of my machines that I have over there to do some work on them over here, because it's easier for me to work on them here instead of over there with people hovering around me. Cinema, I need to bring cinema back over. I for the life of me, I got a stuck switch in there somewhere, a leaf switch. There's either a solder splash that I can't find or something's going on, so I got to bring that one back and just rework probably the bottom mech on that one again, and just go over everything with a fine-tooth comb, which is easier here than over there. Dragon, my Gottlieb System 1 Dragon, I need to bring that back over. I need a power supply for it. I have one, but it throws fits all the time. And I have gone over it and gone over it and gone over it, and there's a break in it somewhere in one of the traces that I just, you know, that it seems like if the board heats up, then it opens the trace, and then the machine quits. Cools down, you know, and you can pull it out, you test, everything's perfect. Everything works. You put that sucker in there, and sure enough, after a while, it shuts off. So I like to keep the System 1's original as far as the board sets go. You know, I enjoy working on System 1 CPUs and the driver boards, and you know, and all that, and doing the little modifications to help them. You know, I like doing all that stuff. So I may just look on eBay and see if I can't find another power supply that's untested, and rebuild it and put it in and get it up and running again. You know, so actually that one I could leave over there, but cinema, man, I hate sticking my head down in that one or pulling the mech board up out of it and trying to work on it over there and everybody watching you. I don't like people watching me, except for on the camera, because then I know you can't reach through the camera and get me. You know, there's a lot of things I should do, but it's time. Time is not your friend. Time will kill you every time. So I should take you down there, but like I said, I was down there you know, I spent like 3 days down there, and then I still wasn't done. And then as Saturday, with trying to sell and still trying to do the work and get everything. You know, I had crap scattered all over the place, covering up stuff. So as soon as I got there, I had to set the POS up and then start working on, you know, getting stuff put where it belongs, put up some pegboard here, move my bungee cords over to the tarps and put a pegboard up there so I can put the stuff there. Put up a pegboard over here so I can hang all the cords, all the brand new cords for the game systems. You know, so I was doing all that on Saturday, and then Sunday I kind of got everything all finished up. And hopefully that's the last major move or remodel or revamp or whatever you want to call it this year. But it may not be. I may be doing some more. I might be taking some of my showcases down and setting them up for my other things. So it'd be nice to have those down there. I got to get them, I have to, you know, you get them up off the ground and they'll be fine. As long as you can get some air under them. Can't be setting showcases right down onto the ground. You're just asking for them to blow up on the bottom and start leaning and collapsing. So they got to get up off the ground. But that's nor here nor there. That's just more work. And like I said, I don't know if I want to do it this year or not. Probably gonna have to, because I have to get the showcases either out of storage or out of the arcade. I don't really need them in the arcade. Splinter. Don't really need them in the arcade. I have some stuff in them now, but that stuff eventually is going to move down to the outdoor market as well, because it doesn't sell here. Nothing sells here except food. So that'll be another, like I said, another fun project. But I'm kind of hoping to, and I might put it off until spring. Or then again, I may just get a wild hair and just do it. Get her done. But let's see, this week coming, like I said, I have the PS2 I did today. That might be Saturday's video. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for Saturday's video. I have a pink DS Lite that I redid for Chris, and that might be this weekend. That might be Saturday's video. Just forewarning you. Was no big deal. But like I said, you know, I'm just right now. I just gotta, you know, video what I'm doing to keep things moving. You know, as far as money coming in, money going out. You know, so that I have to. If I didn't do any of those videos, I wouldn't have no videos at all. But we'll get back into some more arcade stuff. Once I get this out, again, I keep saying it, I just haven't done it. Moving the stuff out to the arcade, I can bring in, I got to get a dart machine going. I have 2 of them down there. 2 of them in storage, I should say. And this past online auction I did went down to Maryland to pick up the stuff. I ended up with, I think there's 14 16 arachnid boards in it. And I'm almost positive my 2 are arachnids. Been so long since I've seen them, I couldn't tell you what they are. There's stuff in the back of that storage unit that I haven't seen since I brought it, or since it was dropped off from Maryland. But there's another auction starting tonight down in Maryland. This one's, I don't know what he's going to have. He said when I talked to him when I was down, I talked to Brett while I was down in Maryland last Friday. He told me this one was coming up on the 24th, start tonight, and runs until I think the 7th of August. He said there'd been stuff being dropped off every day, a lot of machines, you know, pinball machines, video games. So we'll see. I'll see what he puts on, see what's going on. If I can buy some stuff to go down and pick it up, I will. If need be, if I buy some bigger stuff, I'm going to have to call my buddy Lee, and he'll pick them up, and, you know, well, of course he'll charge me. And I'm sure he's going to charge me more this year than what he has been because of you know why. So we'll get, hopefully, if there's anything good, you know, I'm not going to just buy one machine if, you know, if I'm sending him down for the stuff, you know, I'm going to get some machines. But if it's a bunch of smalls that I can get in the car, like last Friday, then that's what I'll buy. Because we can always use parts. Always use pieces, parts. Boards, you know, pinball machine parts, pinball boards, arcade boards, redemptions, whatever. We can use the crap. And, you know, and then once in a while he'd put some regular home video game systems on and some games and stuff like that, and I can bid on that stuff. And hell, if there's more CDs, I'll bid on them too. I have 45s out the wazoo, so I don't really need to buy many of those. The CDs, yes, I'll buy CDs, and we got the CD jukebox, so, you know, and I have 2 totes full of CDs for it, and then this mountain I bought. But, you know, I'm going to buy enough to make it worth going down and picking stuff up. I'm not going to, you know, drive down there for 1 box of boards, you know. Got to make it worth driving down there. But yeah, that's what's going on. Been kind of, just been busy. And I'm going to try and, like I said, try and get a Sunday coffee break in every week from now on. Now that things are kind of settling down just a little bit. I'm busy every day, but I can take an evening and do my coffee break and let you know what's going on. So yeah. So that's going to do it for this Sunday's coffee break. Hope everybody enjoyed it. It's been a while since I've done one, and I kind of feel good about doing them again. So like I said, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on the next one. Everybody have a great week, and take care, and hopefully I will see you next Sunday. Until then, you know it. See ya.